what's going on?
Nothing. Oh,
Oh, I
ow,
felt.
that hurt.
How's it going?
Not bad, not bad. Getting ready for Thanksgiving? No.
Yeah, we don't do much anymore. Like ever since we got old, like
Mm,
everyone doesn't cook anymore, so it's fine.
okay. Well, I'm not doing anything special either, thank God. Um, all right. So wait, let's see who's in the room. Let's go to comments. Hi, Jay Kiddo, Marie, and Gina B. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving! It, tomorrow for me. Tomorrow's football day, so I'm happy.
To me, tomorrow is a day of rest. That's about it. Oh, and watching the parade in the morning. That'll
They
be
still have
fun.
they still have that.
They're going to, yes, Macy's. I think I saw an announcement from Macy's
Okay,
saying that they were going to have it. I don't think there'll be many people on the streets, though.
right. I used to watch when I was a kid. It used to be like a big thing. You wake up in the morning, you watch the Macy's Day Parade, all the floats. It was a lot of fun. And I got older. I'm like, I'm not sitting here watching people go down the street. I got hip to it kind of quick.
But you know what? It is a blast going to it in person. I went when I was a little girl.
Oh,
It is
wow.
amazing. Yeah, just don't pick the year that it's like really cold or windy or snowy or something like that. Try to get it during a year where the weather's kind of mild so you can really
Makes
enjoy it.
sense.
Hmm. Okay, so who
Exactly.
else is here? L.A. Earl or La Earl, Heather McDonald. Let's see, Stephanie, Chrissy C, Black Lavender, and Grain Lambert, Raydella.
We have,
Welcome, 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 one and all.
we have Christy C. She's new with us, so welcome to her.
Welcome.
This
Welcome
is
to
good.
the poop show.
Nah, not poop. We just say what we mean and mean what we say, and we accept it and move on when we disagree.
Yes,
So that's the
yes.
reason. That's the reason why we're all here. Like we're channels where you just come in, like speak your piece, just be respectful, good
Hmm.
conversation. No one has to agree with anyone. Just be respectful, and we're good to go.
Yes. And as you come in, please, please, please hit the like button. It really helps us a lot to get our little show out there. And if you have not subscribed already, please do subscribe and hit the notification bell because we change things a lot, don't we?
Not so much not really. We just try to make it to where it's comfortable for our subscribers. And we'll change up the shows just so see what people are interested in talking about. That way, it's
Hmm.
fun when you're here. At least you feel like you're a part of the conversation and not just sitting on the
Yeah.
sidelines.
And if there's something that you want us to like really go and do it like a deep dive on, just go into the comments and leave a comment for us and let us know what you'd like to talk about. We're open to like almost anything.
Except for Orange County, I think we've all let. I think we've let
Oh,
that. I think we just let that go.
I really did try. I really, I
I think
really
we all.
did
I
try.
think we all tried, and it just wasn't working. So had to let it go.
Yeah, yeah.
But Southern Charm is interesting, though. It's even though I really feel I'm going to keep saying this. They need to either make all the guys friends of the show and just focus on the women, or get some new guys. Because outside of John Pringle, only because he's new, none of the guys are interesting. None of them.
See, I
Zero.
don't even like John Pringle lost me when he kind of balked at the price of the sports coat. I like if you're in that neck of the woods, mingling with that crowd, that the price of that jacket should not have hindered you at
Not.
all, especially going to Patricia's house.
But the thing is, though, he was living in San Diego, which is a completely different climate than South Carolina. So basically, out here, people in his position, they don't wear suits. A lot of them do not own suits. believe it or not.
But he's not originally from San Diego. He's from
But
there.
his work life, he doesn't need to do all that. He doesn't seem the way he acts. He is not like Shep in that way. Like Shep likes all that stuff. Shep likes the suits and the preppiness and the dress up. But John does not seem like that kind of dude. John seems like that kind of guy that would go to Safeway and buy beer, buy the yellow can of beer that just says beer on it, and he's good to go.
But John knows that he has to dress appropriate. See, this is what I mean. He knows because he was raised right. He knows what's expected of him going to Patricia's house. And that's why I'm just seeing him as being cheap. And that's not attractive. That's not attractive. And if Patricia saw that scene, she would not be pushing him for Madison.
No, she would tell him like, now, John, we know where you come from. Quit playing. That's what she would say. She wouldn't get on him about like she was just like, John, we know what you about. Like, quit trying to front like you lightweight broke. We know what you got. Quit playing.
Yeah, because remember how she classified him like in comparison to Austin. Yeah. She was just it was all about like money.
Yeah, so she knows what he's about.
Yeah.
But he's a person, he just strikes me as a person who he has it, but he's not really tripping off it. So that tends to happen with people who are just from money versus cheap.
Shep doesn't trip off of it. He's just cheap. He's a miser in the making.
You think so?
Yes.
We'll have to see. I just don't think he could. I wouldn't say cheap. I would say frugal because he just strikes me as a person. He won't spend money on himself, but he'll give to whoever. I don't think he spends money on himself, but if someone needs money,
evident.
But hey,
oh my god. Okay, so all right. So best scene of the whole night for me was Doggy Craig getting stuck in the slats of the bed at the very beginning of the show.
That was too funny, but is it sad to say that was the highlight of the show, though? That was it?
Yeah. It went downhill from there. But he's such a cute little puppy dog. Oh, my God. Oh. And it was good to see Shep doing manual labor.
Right. That was for the cameras, though.
Okay, so basically, Patricia cancels her man dinner because of the COVID and things are getting really bad in Charleston. The state is shutting down. Things are going scarce, and for some reason, Craig decides to move out of Austin's house and find a rental, and he's still trying to fix his original house with the asbestos and a kitchen renovation.
Right. So you're gonna move out and spend an extra $4,000 a month. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. I refuse.
How good is this pillow business doing? Because I might have to set up a pillow shop.
Hold up, give me one moment. I gotta see something.
Because these must be some really high class pillows.
I gotta see what's going on with the pillows.
Did he say it was $38,000 for just the asbestos removal, or is that asbestos plus the kitchen rental?
No, the $30,000 is just for the asbestos removal.
Oh my God!
I mean, he's his pillows, I guess, they're $40 each.
Then he can't be doing that well.
Yeah, the pillows come in 2 different sizes and retail for $45 and $55 respectively. Some of the pillows. HSN, he's on HSN. Hold up.
Oh, he got on HSN?
He got on HSN, so he's the pillow business is...
Okay, he might be doing better.
He might be doing better. Okay, no. I see you, Craig. If you're on HSN, you legit. You legit.
Okay, Jamal, after the show, you and I will meet and we'll start talking about a pillow business.
I don't sew, though, so you got me messed up.
He doesn't sew either. Just barely. He's not making those pillows by hand. He's got some factory making them.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see. Oh, he got hoodies? Okay, Craig, I see you now. Never mind. He got hoodies He got sweatshirts and he got long sleeve tees. See, he not putting that on the show. That's not interesting. It's the pillows that people are going to talk about.
Oh,
So that makes a lot more sense now. I'm like, we were like, there's no way he's making that money off just pillows.
yeah. And Ablavi has a point. He's spending that Bravo check.
True. Apparently, yeah. Oh, hold up. People, people are just paying for the name Craig. They're just buying these basic, these basic mission T-shirts because it's from him. Because I'm telling you, I'm on the website now.
How much for a hoodie?
$48, and it just says "nice guy."
Next.
You could literally go to the store, buy those like those iron-on letters,
Mm-hmm.
and make the same thing at your house.
Oh, it's not even embroidered?
It gives the illusion of embroidery. But
Oh.
I'm not paying $50. I'm not paying $50 for a shirt that says "so cool." Stop.
Oh my God. It sounds like he was drunk when he came up with these sayings to slap on the shirts.
Probably.
Well, his rental is really nice. The everyone's talking about the pool table.
$3,900 a month. Okay.
And he's planning a housewarming party in the middle of COVID.
Correct.
Are these like they don't get television reception down there, do they? Because between him and Catherine not knowing what's going on in the world, like they just seem really dumb. And I don't know why I was surprised that I thought that when, Craig and his little conspiracy theories came up, like I expected a lot more from him.
I mean,
and I don't know why.
He's only reading what's on the TV. But people earlier in this, I'm not sure if you heard about, but earlier this year there was something on TV. They're talking like, yeah, this is all 5G. They put these towers up just to test it out people to see what would happen. Oh yeah,
I never believed that. I heard it, but I never
neither.
believed it.
I'm like, so now cell phone companies are out to get us. I mean, you mean T-Mobile's trying to get me? I'm like, no, people, shut up. Just shut up. But I just don't understand like why. Like I would just have to make the whole thing with Austin work. I'm not going out and spending $4,000 a month unnecessarily.
I can see why, because it's nothing but a frat house with him living with Austin. And Austin is sick of all of his crap all over the place. I would have thrown him out.
But as an adult, you should be able to adjust. I'm sorry. Like
Craig's not an adult.
Because think about it. Like 10 months of rent, that's $40K. That's $10,000 more than cleaning up your house. I'm just not doing it. I would just pick up my stuff or put everything in one big like hamper and just deal with the litter. But in all honesty, Bravo probably paying for the rental anyway. So let's just call it a thing.
That's true.
So we can do it. We can do it that way. He ain't paying that. He probably ain't paying that.
They probably are to separate them.
Exactly.
Because of COVID.
Exactly.
Okay, I see what you're saying. All right, so on to another house situation. Mm-hmm. Catherine's townhouse is finally being pulled together with the help of the ladies. They all come over. Why is Catherine always making people wait for her on the curb? Like, she is always late. She's always inconsiderate.
I mean, was it true? But so sorry. But one thing is this: why her house is why are they like hoarders though? I would be scared to be up in there. I'm sorry.
She was blaming them. I think she blamed the movers that they came and they just dumped everything into the ground floor area. But I don't believe it.
Me neither. I was like, whoa, that's kind of overwhelming.
I think that's a combination of her mother's stuff plus her stuff.
I would think so.
Yeah.
On that one, I'm like, you got a lot of stuff, but it's probably some of her mom's stuff that she can't part with yet. So I get that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I would have some professional organizer people come over and do that for me.
Where's she gonna get the money from?
Just go kiss Thomas a couple times. You'll be fine.
No, now she's mad at him. Remember, he's having the third baby.
That's fine. Like I could be mad at you and still kiss you and give me some money. I'm sorry. It's all about the end game for me. It's all about the end game. Like, look, if I gotta kiss you, and give you a little something, something, so you can pay for this. Yeah, we can handle it. Because cause my whole thing with her is, if I'm her, like, you gonna take care of my kids first anyway, so I'm not tripping. That's where
True.
but she's young. That's why that's like she played her cards all wrong, but she's young, so.
She was so fixated that the baby is going to be a boy, though. You notice that?
And you already have a boy. You have this first boy. Where you? Is
Yeah.
it? She's just still young minded. Like,
Yeah.
ma'am, like, let it go. He's was never gonna marry anybody. He fronted it like he was gonna
Mhm.
marry some of y'all young chicks, but
Mhm.
he was never gonna marry y'all. But y'all was just too infatuated with him and his bank account to see past that.
Yeah. Poor things.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so the second best scene was when Craig goes over to Patricia's house to talk to Whitney and ask Whitney to come over and play video games.
Video
How old is
games.
he? 5? Like, what is wrong with Craig? And Whitney's
Right.
response was perfect. He's like, I don't want to be anywhere near you. Here's a 4-pack of toilet
Toilet
paper.
paper.
Get away from me. And Craig admits that he has all liquor and no
No
food.
food. Like,
What
his
sense does that make?
his priorities. I was just so mad at him for them. Like, dude, the first thing you always have food. I'm sorry,
Well,
always.
you know what I thought when I heard him say that? I I heard, "Oh, so you stocked up for a hurricane."
Stop, Jimmy, stop.
No, seriously, like down here when I hear hurricanes coming, the first
Okay,
thing I go and check is my liquor.
you know what? The first thing, yeah, I'm not going to front with you, because I remember when the first earlier in the year, the first like lockdown was happening, right? I went so up here we have Safeway, we
Mhm,
have like Food Max. So near our place was the Safeway.
mhm,
I kid you not. The first thing people went to was the alcohol aisle,
mhm.
and I'm just like, but what the food though? I'm like, I'm getting food stuff, all that good stuff. They getting alcohol, like they didn't clear it out a whole shelves. I'm
If
like,
you're stuck in the house with people, you need alcoholic beverages. You
oh,
need alcoholic beverages
okay,
just to soothe the frazzled nerves.
got it. Okay, I guess I just never, but I don't drink like that, so it's like, I'd rather have food.
You go through enough hurricane seasons, you will.
Fair. No, fair. I mean, we don't have hurricanes out here. We don't. We get earthquakes, um, here and there, but far in between. But okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you need your alcohol. But yeah, that like at least Whitney has some sense because if you think about it, it's his mom and Michael the butler. They're both up there. And
Oh
Whitney,
yeah.
yeah, Whitney's not a spring chicken. He's in his 50s. So he needs to be cautious himself and not hanging around with Dum Dum Craig playing video
hmm
games. Okay, so then we kind of see okay, so something happened off camera
hmm
regarding Pringle and Austin and Madison.
hmm
And it happened in 2 locations. It happened, I guess, when they went out for dinner or got together for drinks or something like that.
That was the first one. That's
Right.
where Pringle said, "Told Austin your girl is hot." Blah blah blah.
Right. And then it went back to Austin's house, I think. And he approached Madison separately because we're hearing this secondhand. Because while the girls are at Catherine's house trying to
hmm
fix it up, Madison and Catherine recount the story about how I guess Pringle approached Madison and said, you know, you're just my type, or you're a smoke show, or some crap like that. I
Yeah.
guess he's trying to run his game or whatever.
Right.
And Austin caught him and kicked him out.
Right. I heard about that. But the problem with Pringle is this: he doesn't understand what he is. So, sir, you're not bad looking. You're in shape and you're loaded. I'm gonna need you to just do that. Just be rich and be kind of handsome, and let that work for you. These little lame game intros is not working for you. Just go up to the girl like, "Hi, my name is John Pringle. I'm from Charleston. I would love to take you out."
But
That's all you
she's
need.
in a relationship.
A relationship she's not happy in. Patricia gonna see that. We know what it is. We know what it is. I'm just saying. Because he's too corny, and he's he's annoying.
I think he needs to go for a brunette because obviously the blondes are not working for him. She looks exactly like his wife.
Yes, exactly. That's the main problem for me is that you're still. I think he's still in love with his wife. I
More than
really do.
likely.
Because
Yeah,
you found someone.
if she snapped and said come back, he would go running.
He'd be like, "Bye, Madison." That's
He'd be
what.
like, Madison, what? Who?
Exactly. Exactly. It's like gotta go. What do you call it? Oh, the wife. The wife called.
And his kids are adorable.
Yes.
Aw, I feel bad for him though, being across the country from them. Like, why didn't he stay out in San Diego? Like that would have made more sense.
It would have, but I think all of his support system is out here. I think all of his
Um,
support system is out here. So
his sister.
his
Okay,
sister
yeah,
and all that. So he came back. Yeah.
okay. And so then we move on, and oh, oh God, I'm hearing some noise from one of my neighbors. I'm sorry.
Blavi is crazy. She's a Pringle. It's like he's not fugly. He's just not overly handsome.
He's he kind of reminds me of a grizzly bear, and I'm not that into fur balls.
Yeah, he's like a cool six with a nice body. Like very like not well. Oh, let's back up. Let's back up. Let's back up. Okay, he's not unattractive, but where we live, like where Blavi's in New York, you're in Miami, I'm in San Francisco, we would not look at him going down the street.
I mean, if he had his, financials stapled to his forehead, I would give a look. But without that information, I'm not into fur balls.
Yeah, but he's not.
I'm
But
not.
he's not. But he's not. He's not. Yeah, Dark Lily says it. I mean, so Dark Lily has it right on this way. He's just there, but doesn't make up for it with his personality. That's a good way of explaining it.
Mm.
That's a good way. That's a very good. That's a very good way of explaining it.
Well,
There's
let's
not.
put her up. That's a great
Yeah.
comment because I couldn't explain it at all. He just maybe it's because he's just not my type, but I don't see the ooh la la in Mr. Pringle.
But from what I understand, what people are saying is that in Charleston, there's a 10-to-1 ratio women to men.
Yeah,
So
I think
so
Danny
out
had said that years ago.
so out there, they're hot. I mean, but when you come out to the up to the major like the major big cities, we're like, okay, nice to meet you.
This is so correct. I don't think Austin is good looking either. I don't. Austin
Uh,
reminds me of a big long poop that curls in the bottom of the bowl.
Austin is just the more basic version of Shep.
Shep's not that great either.
Exactly. That's why I say he's the basic version of Shep. Austin is Shep with no money. That's
Ah.
what it is. Austin goes to play the nice guy. He tries to play the counterpoint to Shep by being the good guy
Mm-hmm.
when he's just an undercover Shep.
Yeah.
Because Austin likes to gossip. Austin is messy, but he just plays the good guy because Shep's just a jerk. So
Okay, if you
that's
say
what it is.
so. If
That's
you
what it
say
is.
so.
Like look at it. Like you look at Austin, you look at Shep. You like okay. You like okay, Austin. I see you.
Shep Light.
Like yeah, okay. There we go. There we go. Shep Light.
Oh my God. Okay, so then we kind of get we get a bunch of scenes about how everybody's handling the new COVID shutdowns and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. We see Madison and Austin talking a little bit about their livelihoods. She's a hairdresser. She obviously can't work.
Right.
Austin, he's got his stuff at the bars.
Mm-hmm.
The bars are shut down, so they're worrying about finances, and they're a bit concerned about having to dip into their savings. Okay, so I guess these are the two strapped ones. Let's see.
It should be called.
John,
I call Craig for a job.
really? At the
Oh
factory?
yeah.
But wouldn't they shut down the factory though for production? Like,
but if it's online, they should have enough product to get themselves through. I mean, you
we'll
could do. You could
see.
do. Yeah, you could do something.
I don't know. I we'll see how successful Craig is at this venture.
Fair.
John considers, like, John was preparing for his kids to come to him for like midterm break or something like that.
Right.
But now he's like really missing his boys. I don't think the mother is going to let them come.
Me neither.
So he's considering going over there to see them, which I felt for his situation the most. Leva, she is like really concerned with regards to the tourism shutdown because all of her businesses are reliant on that.
Exactly.
And she's got several bars and restaurants in the Charleston area. She's got 100 employees that she's concerned about. So she's calling a staff meeting to try and get some sort of game plan in play and a worst case scenario. So I thought that was a proactive of her. So we got to see her as the businesswoman and not just the mom. And then the clueless moment of the night, Catherine goes to Gwen's to do like the photo shoot for the social media.
I wanted to sock her for that, but keep it moving.
How she's so clueless. She's so clueless. Asking about a buying trip to New York, and the girl is looking at her like, I don't know if you know.
Right.
But you should.
But her name is Madison too, and she really looked like she wanted to cuss Catherine out for even asking that question. But she knew she was on camera, and she couldn't go in on her.
I felt like she just wanted to ask, like, are you dumb?
Right.
Are you dumb?
Exactly. That's exactly how I felt. Because she kept looking at her like, did you just ask me that? Like, did you just really say that out loud?
Yeah.
But about the other Madison, the one thing I don't like is that
is this Madison 1 or Madison 2?
The brunette.
The brunette, yeah. 2.
They really didn't explain her.
We've seen her before.
But we don't know her, though. We just know her as the shop owner or the daughter of the shop owner of Gwen's. Like, we don't know exactly what her story is. Like, she just is popping up, like, everywhere now. Versus just being, like, at the store only.
Did she take over the social media page from Catherine after... Is Catherine still fired from Gwen's?
I want to say she still is, but not yet on the show.
Not yet in the story,
right.
in the show. Okay.
Right, not in the show. We haven't got there yet.
So did Madison 2 take that over?
I don't know.
Because she's not a bad looking person.
No, I like her. I like her better than Madison
1. Maybe we could introduce her to Pringle.
But Pringle only likes blondes though. He's not going for her.
He needs to spice up his life.
He does.
Brunettes have it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean.
So after Madison 2 gives the news update to Catherine, and Catherine needs several moments to let that sink in, because I swear she was going to ask again. So does that mean we can't go?
Yeah, I was like, next. I think I changed the channel when she said that. I was kind of annoyed with her.
Okay, so everyone in the comments is kind of talking about Craig's fried voice after a rough night out.
Yeah, Craig is just always drunk to me.
Yes.
So.
I don't think it's cute anymore. Like he's at least 30, right?
Yes.
That's not cute anymore. It's not.
No.
But there is a boys' night. Is there? Oh, this is when he makes the Pringle makes the moves on Madison 1. Okay, so they tell that story. We've already gone over that. What do you think about Patricia egging on Pringle to go after Madison, knowing Madison is in a relationship with Austin?
My thing is this: no one can do anything to a relationship that you don't want done. So that's just my opinion. Like, is it right that she's egging him on? No, because Madison's relationship, a dysfunctional relationship, but a relationship nonetheless. So I know she's just thinking. I know she's thinking she's looking out for Madison, but still, I wouldn't get involved. I'm
Hmm.
not a fan. I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of people meddling in other people's affairs, especially someone who's old enough to be my mother. I feel like Patricia doesn't got enough to do with herself. She needs some more dogs, to fill up her life because at that age, you really should be doing what you're doing. Sitting on the couch, having Michael bring you cocktails. You got peaches drinking out the little diamond encrusted bowl. You throwing parties. You should not be running around meddling these little kids' affairs. No, 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 no. Let them come to you with their issues, and then you give your opinion. But
But
you
what's
shouldn't.
her interest in Madison? Like, that's her
I don't
hairdresser.
know.
Is that like a pet project of hers? Like another
Yeah,
Peaches?
is this like My Fair Lady? Is this what we got going on here?
Interesting.
I mean, like maybe she sees
Interesting.
Madison's a diamond in the rough. She just needs some polishing, like a little buffing, like Patricia Patricia sees something, or maybe Patricia sees some of herself in Madison. Typically, when older people really like go hard for someone, they generally see a younger version of themselves. So basically, what she wants Madison to do is do what she did: start marrying rich men young, and when they fall out, then you take the money, and then you marry more money. I think that's what she's doing. Just my opinion.
Ah, okay. All right. Well, then that. Well, cheers to Patricia for passing on
The
the.
lineage. She don't have any daughters. She
Yeah.
doesn't have any daughters.
All
So
right.
she probably wanted a daughter versus Whitney. So, but she's not got Whitney. So I could at least name him Whitney and keep it moving.
You're so messy. You're so messy.
Messy
But
but
that,
accurate.
but that was the episode in a nutshell. It was kind of like a loser episode.
Yeah, like nothing. We didn't find out anything new.
No.
Um,
Is it tomorrow night that we'll see the racist situation with Catherine and Leva coming after her for that?
I think that might be it.
Because this needs to pick up. Because I think last week I said no, the week before was kind of a filler, and now this one was kind of like the highlight was the dog. This is
Right.
sad.
Right. I think the problem with this season so far is the same thing that's wrong with Potomac. Each show is missing um, key people who need to be on the show. I on Southern Charm. I need Cameron on the show. I need her to like lose that sweet girl exterior and just go in on Catherine. I hate to say this. I hate to say this, and people are not gonna like it. But I liked a few cameos from Mr. Thomas Ravenel.
Well, he came on the first show,
No,
didn't
I need more of him, like intermittently in the show. You know, to spice it up because
so you basically want to see him and Catherine going at it again.
and then sleeping together the next day. Yes, exactly. So
Gross.
that's what we need. You need Cam on the show because Danny's not gonna cut it. Danny
Danny
looks
never
so
cut it.
uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Looks so
yeah.
uncomfortable having those conversations with Cameron's like, look, I understand what you're saying. This is what it is. Let's keep it moving. And then with Potomac, we needed Sharice and Gigi on the and the trainer on the season to fill in the blanks.
No.
Yes.
Just no, just be quiet. Hi, Ablavi. What are your thoughts on Southern Charm?
Um, again, we got to do better. Again, it's the Hills again. It's like the reject Brody Jenner, the reject Lauren Conrad, the reject Whitney Port, and I mean, I don't know who Spidey would be, but I'm tired of the Hills Part Two.
Oh, not the hills. Come on now. You're not lying, but yeah, it's kind of flat.
Wait, I gotta
Yeah.
call back in because I can't hear you.
Okay.
Okay. I I'm just so disappointed as usual.
Yeah.
I just feel like all of these shows, and I'm gonna blame it on COVID,
Hmm.
but I just feel like all of these shows are just sputtering. There's no content. They barely pull this together with spit and bubblegum. And they've just dished it out there and it's not entertaining at all.
Right. It's not like like how many more times can we see Shep being a bachelor?
Okay, let's try a blobby again. Can you hear us now?
Yeah,
Hey, can you hear us?
Nice. So go ahead. Let's hear your
I said
synopsis.
this show is like the Hills Part Two,
Mhm.
boring, long, and exhausting. Um, the thing I have a problem with Craig is I just wish Craig looked better. He's just not appealing on the screen.
I think it's that he's
And I just
always
don't like
drunk.
who is it? Pringle. I think Pringle looks like Frankenstein mixed with Richard Gere. Just disgusting. I'm
That's
just
a
so tired
mix.
of looking at him.
That's a
Well,
hell of a
And
he's
I
mix.
think that Madison is just a dumb garden tool. And like truly, if she and Catherine act alike, in my opinion, they just don't have the will to do better.
Mm.
That's true because I don't understand why Madison is with Austin. Like even from when they were together the first time, I didn't understand that they didn't appear to have any chemistry to me.
Zero.
And like what was in it for her with him and vice versa. Like it just didn't make any sense. And then when he went and had the threesome, I was like, oh, this is your excuse to bail. And she came back. Like that made no sense to me whatsoever because I didn't think he was that great of a catch.
Right.
Uh, Is like the men on this show are really boring
Whack.
and unappealing.
Whack.
Boring and unappealing.
AKA whack. So, like we talked about earlier, it's a 10-to-1 ratio. So there's it's slim pickings in Charleston. Like, but I understand it's slim pickings, but this is the best you could find. You couldn't have gone to Clemson and found some dudes. It'd been the same thing.
You know whose boyfriend was interesting? Craig's ex-girlfriend's
Naomi's,
yeah, Naomi's new boyfriend. He
right?
was interesting, but he didn't want to be on the show. Maybe that's why I thought he was interesting.
Hello.
And he was Indian, right?
Can I have the
Yes.
burrito taco? Burrito tacos?
Oh,
Order two.
right. That's why he was. That's why he was. That's why he was interesting because he was of a different ethnicity than everybody else. So he wasn't. He didn't fit into the stereotypical mold.
Oh, I don't know. This show is just blowing for me. They need to hurry up and bring something on that like I'm feeling let down by Leva. Um,
Yes.
I think they're stringing out this confrontation that she has with Catherine, which is leading me to suspect that when it does happen, it's gonna be BS,
Yeah.
and I will have wasted a season on this show.
So basically, Leva is like Wendy Osafo. We expected so much more and got so little.
Sorry, I
Oh,
was hungry and needed to get something to eat.
well, that's why I told you to order two.
No, but I just think that this show is boring. Like, don't get me wrong. When it first came on, it was kind of exciting, but I don't know. I'm just over it.
But here's the thing. I'm going to play devil's advocate. Here's kind of why we needed Thomas Ravenel. Could you imagine a drunk Thomas with a drunk Catherine and Leva at a dinner party? Come on now. Who would not pay to see that?
I would like to
I
watch it
don't
if he
care for
admits
Liv.
to his crimes.
What'd you say,
Yeah.
Bobby?
Hmm.
I said I don't care for Leva.
I
Li-
I want to see more of her.
I do.
I just think I'm going to get let down by what I do see.
Right.
You know what? Why didn't they bring back on Southern Charm New Orleans? Like that would have been the show to bring on.
They said the ratings were too low. I was like, okay.
But I watched that show. It was
We all
good.
did.
Yeah, but that show was boring. You know, they were pretty, but they were boring.
Shut up,
Then you
Oblavi. So,
had the
okay.
one guy
So
who
hold
would
on,
be
Oblavi.
he he would be the black version of Kringle. That one guy who didn't want to marry his girlfriend, he was so fugly.
Oh, the
Oh
lawyer.
yeah.
The lawyer.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was challenged, Oblavi. He was challenged. He was challenged. I can't fault you on
But
that.
the black girl was really pretty,
She
but she
was.
was really bitchy.
Tamika, I think her
I
name
like the
was.
artist. What was his
John
name? John?
John with
Yeah.
who was all ripped up.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, he was
Yeah.
so fine, but so
He was
lame.
eye candy, but he was a man whore. I'm sorry.
he was
But he
popular.
was entertaining
He was
though.
popular. He was popular, Debbie. We do not use that W word anymore. It's
And
rude.
his art is really nice. I have a piece at home.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
No, but
Yeah.
I got
Oh.
this when he was nobody. Because, you know, I don't spend money like that on art.
Shut up. Stop. But New Orleans was entertaining. It's interesting. New
The
Orleans
problem
did.
with New Orleans is they should have used the city. The city is such a like a New Orleans is a great place to have
Mhm.
a show. The people there
Yeah.
just were being too stiff.
True. Fair.
But how many seasons did they have? They had like 2, right?
Two.
Right. So they needed one more season to really loosen up.
Fair.
Thank you.
But
Right?
yeah,
Well,
but
no, because
Savannah was
I mean
terrible.
the Savannah one was
Terrible.
god awful.
I
Terrible.
never watched that.
You missed nothing.
Ugh.
Think about 90210 in the South. It was terrible.
No, it wasn't
Okay.
90210. It was like oh my god, it was so bad. Wait,
Stay by the
I've seen a
Bell.
show that bad. What is it like? It was like it was like the city with Whitney Port when she went to
Shut
New York
up.
and how
Not the
boring that
city.
was.
Not the city.
And
but,
people who did nothing and
but
complained and whined.
But the bad thing with the city was this. I'm going to agree with you, but I do love me some Whitney Port. But it really got good when she left, and then Olivia Palermo took over the title character, and then they brought in the little blonde girl Erin, and Erin just would just ride her and read her to filth for every episode. It was entertaining.
Well,
I
no,
never watched
Olivia was
any of these
boring.
shows.
Olivia was boring because Olivia didn't know what she wanted to be. She wanted to be a socialite, but then she wanted to be a celebrity.
Oh,
Then she wanted to be a model.
True,
look at this comment. That's interesting.
it
Christy,
is.
what do you mean? How why didn't you like the way they portrayed you guys?
Okay,
What
so New York, they've always done wrong, right?
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Olivia was so pompous, but she was living in Brooklyn. It's like, bitch, please.
Oh, Bobby,
Oh my
Oh, I'm
god.
sorry. I
stop.
did not mean it like that.
We're not monetized yet, so don't worry about it.
I love Brooklyn. What's wrong with Brooklyn?
But
It's
for her
nothing
attitude,
wrong, but she was acting like, you know how people act, oh, I've never seen poor people. Oh, I've never seen,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
you
Yeah.
go through too many ratchet neighborhoods to
right.
get to Williamsburg for you to act like that.
Like for us out here, it would be like you act like you live in the Marina or the Presidio, but you live in the avenues. Quit playing. It's kind of like that thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
like, and then everybody on that show was broke because everybody had roommates. Everybody didn't work. This is New York. You can't be playing with how high this rent is. Talking about you're a musician? Are you crazy?
Oh my God. I don't
And
know. Mm-mm.
who else? There was, and then the girls are just boring. You know, like I hate to say it, this they needed somebody to liven that cast up. It was just too boring.
And you're talking about Southern Charm again?
All of them. I mean, like
Ah,
Bravo, Southern Charm just needs.
Help.
What happened to that
And
other girl in Southern Charm? The
which
one, her
one?
name was like Eliza.
Oh, the horse girl.
yeah. She
Yeah,
she she recently got married and was pregnant. She
of course
eloped
she
or
had
something
a
like that.
she had a oops type of wedding. Oops,
Yes.
I'm pregnant.
Yeah. So like, but I don't. I liked her on the show, but I don't think she felt comfortable on the show.
But the problem with Southern Charm is the same thing with Housewives. They've all been on there too long.
I would like to see Catherine go because she seems so vacant to me. There's no further need for her if she's not going to be a garden tool for the entire male staff, cast of the show. So she's a one trick pony and the trick has been played. So I would like to see somebody else replace her and not Danny, because I don't think Danny's emotionally equipped to handle this show.
I don't like Danny anyway, so she
You
can
know
I
what?
go.
don't
We have to talk
think,
about Danny. We have to
Do
talk
oh
we?
about
dear.
Danny for a
Do
minute.
we have to talk about Danny?
Warning,
What?
warning, warning. Why is Danny so mad about Chef saying he got chlamydia from her when she was gargling old nuts?
Well, maybe the chlamydia impacted her ability to get new old nuts or future old nuts. Maybe that's why she was so upset.
But did you see how old her ex fiance was? He was like the crypt
No.
keeper.
Oh Lord. But that's a good strategy though, because then you don't have to hang on for too long unless you're like an Erica Jane situation and you wait 20 years and he still doesn't pass away.
Here's the thing, though. Here's what really needs to happen: is instead of taking Madison under her wing, Patricia should have took Danny under her wing and help her out because she needs the help.
There
Like
is no help for Danny.
Danny's not married, no man, no kids. What does she do for career? I mean, Patricia could help her in all those areas. I'm just saying.
Does she even have a career? Isn't she like one of those like Shep, that has a trust fund or something?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to Danny.
And that's the problem.
I
And
just
even as a friend of the show, nobody cares. That's why she shouldn't
exactly
be there.
right. Like
And Madison, they're bringing her in as the new garden tool to replace Catherine, but she's not likable. Catherine might have been a garden tool, but she was likable.
especially running down that bridge barefoot.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not Madison's only problem. Madison's biggest problem is Madison thinks she is like Victoria's Secret supermodel. I don't know why.
Who thinks that?
I see where you're coming from with it, Ablavi. I agree with you, Ablavi.
Who thinks? Oh, Catherine.
No, Madison thinks that she is a Victoria's Secret supermodel
I
runway
mean,
thing.
no,
She
she's
does.
not. She gives me like
She
a
thinks
not.
it.
I
She
know,
thinks it in
but
her head.
she gives me like a watered down.
And she will never do well in the South. She needs to go to Europe. She's just not made for them.
But follow me here. Doesn't Madison give you like a watered down Nicole Eggert from Charles in Charge?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Before or after she got fluffy?
before she got fluffy.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I
You know
mean,
what Madison would be good on? Real Housewives of Dallas. If she could get a husband.
okay.
You know what I just realized my problem is with Madison? Okay, when she was just a friend of the show and just doing hair,
Mm-hmm.
she was the replacement garden tool. But this season, they're focusing more on her kid. And that's where you've lost me. I don't want to see you in a mothering role.
But Madison to me is very like she has the best weave by par, but still it doesn't match her hair. Catherine needs to get a whole new one. I don't know what she be. I don't know. Did she be taking that weave from Ronald McDonald? Ugh, retire it.
Hmm.
But
I think
Madison, go
I
ahead.
think I think Catherine Catherine needs a whole makeover and just to leave the show. I sh- I don't like she's run her course. There's no place else left to run.
Yeah, I mean,
Listen,
like she's not progressing.
She slept with everybody. What's the
you know what
point?
I was hoping for? I was hoping that Whitney would get her pregnant, and that Patricia and she would have one of Patricia's grandkids.
Oh, that would have
Patricia
been
would have
nice.
died.
That would have been funny.
That would have been nice. But Patricia would have, arranged some sort of like polo accident or something so that she would miscarry. She would have done that. No one's messing up with Patricia's bloodline. Nobody.
Because Whitney's her only child, correct?
Yep.
Only.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that Madison to me is just she's just not refined enough. And they just need
Mm-hmm.
to pick, Southern women who are a little bit better at this.
But my whole thing, the only thing I don't understand is you let Naomi and Chelsea go, but you keep Madison. You keep Madison and Danny. I'm like,
Well,
I
no,
need.
Naomi had to go because
Yeah.
Naomi was out of control. First of all, Naomi thought of I don't know who told Naomi she was, Giselle Bonjet, but she's not. And then she had that boyfriend who she was doing everything for who wouldn't marry her. And that's why she didn't put herself there because I'm sure his mother has a problem that she's not Middle Eastern as well. I'm sure that's an issue.
Probably.
But wait, her parents, they're French, but I don't think I think they're mixed French. Like I think she has a little touch of something in her, like a little drop.
I don't know what she is, but I know that from how like you see how on a mama's boy how that mother is.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
and I don't think she wanted to show it because he's a doctor. She's been with him for years, and she really wants to get married. She spent all that time with Craig, and I think she was just a little bit miserable with the show.
Well, I don't miss Naomi and I don't miss Chelsea because she was grating on my last nerve last season.
But let me caveat this. I was doing comparison only, not who I would pick.
Oh,
You
It,
know who I loved? You're gonna hate me saying this. I loved Landon, and I loved that crazy nurse.
Ashley.
I could do with
Yeah,
a touch of Ashley right now because she was crazy but funny. Like the dumb stuff she did, like had me
Right.
chuckling. Landon, I cannot.
No.
No,
No. No, Landon. Landon got on my
no.
nerves. Landon should just came out said yes. Thomas is over here putting in that work, and let it go.
Her
And
vocal fry got on my last nerves. I did not want to hear that girl open her mouth at all. Landon was just miserable, and she made me
she
miserable.
wasn't miserable. It was more so
all
she was
right,
just
guys. I'll
whiny.
talk to you later. I got my New York City bus.
All right,
All
bro.
right. Stay safe. Happy Thanksgiving.
What it was is Landon was whiny. Like even when she
Hmm.
talked regular, she was whiny, and you wanted to punch her in
Hmm.
the face. I'm
Hmm.
sorry. Forgive me if people don't like this, but in her position, I'm sorry. All I had to do is sit at home while my husband was out working, getting the money, and all I had to do is sit down and be rich. That's all I had to do is be
How do you
rich.
mess that up? How do you mess that up?
You're
Oh my.
lonely. There are websites you can buy companionship.
Or go be friends with the gardener
Exactly.
or the
Hire
pool boy.
hire a pool boy.
Yes.
Exactly. Like
Ah.
I don't understand. Like I just couldn't take it. I was just like, let me teach you how to do it. Just sit back and be rich, but you can handle it. and you divorced your husband, gave back the wedding ring that he wanted you to keep. You flew back to South Carolina just to be broke. Okay, I just don't understand.
No, not only broke, but have her dad support her.
Right.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. I was when she left. I was so happy because she was lying. She know Tom was putting
Mhm.
in that work at Wednesday at midnight, from midnight to 2. Quit playing. Oh my God,
Yeah.
I would never do that. We know better. We know better.
So
And
basically, this show needs a whole recast.
yeah, I think out of this current cast, I would keep of all the guys. I would keep John Pringle because he's the newest, and I want to know more about him away from Shep. Shep is a bad intro. Shep should never be your way into anything except a polo match. That's all. That's all you can give me, or a country club. That's all you can do for me. And then for the girls,
Uh oh.
of the main girls, I'm probably going to keep, and people may not like this, but I'm going to keep Catherine for one more season.
You're right.
Be-
I don't like that. And here's Gatatua. Hi, Gatatua.
Hi everyone.
Hi, my dear. How are you?
I'm shaking my head, rolling my eyes. Jamal, why are you being nice? Why?
Yeah. Why?
Let's
I
just be honest.
just
Let's just do this. We lure them. We tell them we have a safari for them. So we lure them into Africa, one of the countries, then leave them in the jungle. Yeah. And then we have either a naked or afraid or a survivor series with them. I think that will be more fun than what they're giving us right now because this is not even a show I would watch while hiding. It's just a bit too
got
much.
to it. Have you ever seen previous seasons?
I tried watching one season and
Okay,
I think maybe I just went in with biasness either way.
you
So
know what it is though. You know what it is. If you haven't seen it before from the beginning, it's hard to jump in now because it used to be good, but they've all aged, just like the Housewives. They've all aged out. Like, how many more years of being a bachelor can we see Shep do? Like, that's not entertaining anymore. Like, how many more times can we see Craig unemployed and drunk? How many more times can we see Austin play the good guy but just do some like messed up stuff, some underhanded stuff? I mean, how many more times can we see Danny do nothing? How many more times can we see Catherine act a fool, trying to get Thomas back and keep going back with him, let him beat it up a couple of times, and then get mad when he don't want it no more? I mean, there's only so many more times we can see that.
so you trying to say they should still keep Pringle and Catherine? What is it for? Is it to orient the other ones that are going to come in, or is it like to take them through the entire process of you need to be good for a few seasons, then get boring for the next few ones? Okay.
What we do is you keep Pringle because he's newer. We don't know him yet, so we can kind of like root for him. Catherine, we know you. Catherine's a mess, but we want to see her do better. We have hope for her, so you keep her around to tie to the old, and then you build around a different circle of friends.
Jamal, God bless your soul, but no. Mm-mm.
No,
You need to take just all of them, like
in the
just go
trash.
put them somewhere. Yeah, even the trash is good enough for them now at this point.
Not even good enough. But I like
Yeah.
your idea. I like your idea of naked and afraid, or do it break just bad girls club, Big Brother style. Just put them all in the house and they can't go nowhere.
Somewhere, yeah, like together and whatnot, and just yeah, I can't. Have been trying to sit here and trying to follow you trying to be nice and saying, oh, but I like so and so. I'm like, no, Jamal, you're just being nice. Stop being nice.
I
Tell
do
us the
like.
truth.
I do like for the most part. If I had to go down the line, it like really just Madison can go because she's I don't know she thinks she's better than what she is. She irks me. I mean, if she got eaten by an alligator, I wouldn't care. Danny should just never been on the show. She does nothing. I mean, like at least show me you getting a trust fund payment. Show
Or
me
maybe
doing something.
maybe take them to 90 Day Fiancé the other way. This time round, I wouldn't even have a problem if they showed Africa as we are weird and backward and what. I wouldn't have a problem. Just
Could
take them
could
through
you?
that mess.
But
It will
could
be
you
awesome.
imagine? Could you imagine Catherine in Ethiopia though? That would be a trip.
Oh,
I would.
Well,
I would.
wait.
I would
I
watch that.
I think we're missing the main problem of this show. Shep has a girlfriend, only one, and he's trying to be committed. I think that's the whole problem here.
Okay.
All of us prefers Shep waking up at 4 o'clock in the afternoon after a hard night of partying with someone he doesn't recognize. He tells her, get dressed and get out so he could go for coffee and find Craig to go out again. I think that's what we're totally missing.
Gina B has a good idea though.
Hmm.
I like that. How about a show on Miss Pat and her butler
And Peaches.
and Peaches?
Mm-hmm.
I think anything else apart from what they're giving us right now. That's what I'm trying to say.
Got the two. I have a question. Like, do you think? I'm just going to just talk about Bravo as a whole. Do
Mm-hmm.
you think with Bravo they should just kind of throw almost everyone in the trash and just start over at this point?
Yeah, for the most part, yes.
Because
Because I feel they've really missed the mark on a bunch of shows. They have. And I don't know whether they don't do their due diligence in trying to find out to get new or people for their shows, but they've really missed the mark with so many people. Like I saw today, was it Kelly Dodd's mom is sick with COVID,
mm-hmm.
and I feel for the mom, but I don't feel for her
Right.
because the way she's been going about it, saying, "Oh no, it's not the chicks, it's just the God trying to get rid of the weak people." It's like a survival for the fittest, and now she's smack in the middle of it. And so I'm thinking, she should not even be there. Yes, you're allowed to have your own opinions about things, but no, she's not even a person who should be able to be given airtime to say anything to anyone ever.
She's just a mess. I think Bravo again hangs on to these shows too long. Um, I think these people's storylines are played out.
Mm-hmm.
They need to leave for about 3 or 4 years, then come back if they've got something interesting. Like I said, there's only so many seasons of Craig drunk, Shep unemployed and a hoe, and then I don't Catherine just pining after Thomas, Danny doing nothing, Madison doing what Madison does. Leva's new, so I can't get mad at her, but even she's disappointing me.
At this point, I even feel like Amazing Race has more drama than all this all these Bravo shows. Like I'm agreeing with I've seen a comment with Trey asking saying we need to bring back the competition reality shows. Those are even more interesting now than what Bravo is putting out there, because I feel there's no authenticity in the dramas anymore. They're either going in too much or there is literally nothing.
Here's the thing. Here's where I'm at with most of these shows. I'd almost would rather watch Dancing with the Stars.
Oh no,
Oh
Almost,
my God.
no.
Next thing you
almost.
know, you'll be saying, let's watch The Bachelorette.
Oof.
Ugh.
Oh, it's almost it's coming to that. It's just they could do so much better with these shows. Like I said this on Adam's stream a couple weeks ago. Until Andy Cohen gets completely out of casting, we're gonna get the same thing. Because the OC. I mean, there was no way the OC should have fallen this far.
Yeah, I think it's gone to the dogs, but at this point, it has. And the one show that they had pegged everything on is also not panning out to be giving them as much as they would have wanted from it.
Well, the thing with Salt Lake City is this: it's not in the right time slot. I don't know why they did that. That is the stupidest move. You you supposed to banished OC to Friday nights, and then you just put on Salt Lake City in its place.
But they don't have any other housewife show on at 10. Like, I
But
don't know why they did this.
yeah, it makes no sense.
Housewives are usually at the 8 or the 9 o'clock time slot.
I think
Right.
sometimes when you think you have a good thing, you feel like you don't have to follow the rules you used to with the other ones because you're thinking this is a product that's going to sell itself, so I don't need to advertise it and everything. So if I give it to you at whatever time, people are going to pick it up at whatever time you give it to them. But I feel that's where that was the first mistake. Then the second mistake was overselling the show and then not giving us much. Like your advertising and your product itself do not match. There's a bit of false advertising because we knew about this show way before. And then so we were going in thinking that it's going to give us a lot of drama and some juiciness to it. But then there's more drama happening outside the show than within the show.
That's true. I think the reason why they were filming for so long is that they probably didn't, like, they were filming, but they were getting nothing. And that's sad. But speaking of Gina B's comment, we might be looking at Welcome to Plathville. And I actually watched My Big Fat Fabulous Life last night.
So do I.
Yeah. That was kind of, I haven't seen her in a long time. I think I might have missed a season or two.
I think I watched her like 1 or 2 seasons ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So maybe we can get to that, but I feel, yeah. And then there was also a discussion about if with this whole situation with Mary and everything, because Mary is taking away from the show. Like people are no longer, like, I feel if I'm going to watch the show, I'm not coming to watch the show to see what drama they're going to give me, but to try and find the truth from what is being said about her. So I think she as a character is taking away from the whole entire show.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not something you want. You don't want one person being the focus of attention and losing the whole plot, because then that means you really don't need the whole entire show. You can have the fabulous life of Mary Cosby and make it a show.
Yeah.
So I think I don't know. I feel Bravo. I don't know. Are they like having a COVID break or what's happening? Because it seems like the think tank is not in it.
I think they're coasting. That's the problem.
It's a lack of talent on both sides of the camera. It's a lack of talent on production side in recruiting the on-screen talent. And then it's a lack of talent on the on-screen talent because they're not giving what we're expecting. And I think our tastes are evolving, and we're seeing through the shenanigans of production.
Hey, Debbie.
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell you real quick? So
yeah,
it seems like the chat is
they want Plathville.
They want Plathville and My Big Fat Fabulous Life. So based
How about we talk about them tomorrow? Because
what's that Thursday normally?
Thursday is Braxton. Let's talk about them tomorrow.
Yeah, let's do
because that way I can go back and I can really look at both shows again, because I wasn't paying that much attention.
Oh,
but
same. Like I caught bits and pieces. Most of I watched all of Plathville. That's my new favorite, kind of my favorite show for TLC right now. And then I also watched My Big Fat Fabulous Life.
I watched all of My Big Fat Fabulous Life and in and out of Plathville.
Because we know what happens to her at the end. I'm like, oh
yeah.
I was like, see, we couldn't speak. I would recruit all the way to Wilmington and burn down your bar and your house. You ain't gonna play me like that. You ain't gonna play me like that.
I think I have to go and watch those because I haven't been
good.
Okay, so let's make a deal. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, we'll do a quick review of Fat Fabulous Life and Plathville, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so everybody, let's do those shows tomorrow, okay?
And
that'll
maybe
be our Thanksgiving special.
We should also now consider thinking of you should consider doing maybe Cheshire, because I know that's good.
Hey, quick question. Quick question. Sorry. So honestly, tomorrow I'd rather not do Thanksgiving. If we could do Friday instead.
Friday?
Yeah,
Mhm.
because we already covered Salt Lake City, so this is
Mm-hmm.
perfect. This would just
Mhm.
be our Friday show.
Okay,
Mhm.
so we're taking tomorrow off
We're
so
taking tomorrow
everybody
off,
can eat.
guys. Exactly.
Okay, so everybody's gonna be in a coma tomorrow, and we'll come
Exactly.
back on Friday, and we'll do the Plathville and what's that gal's name?
My big fat fat was
Big
like
fat.
Whitney.
Whitney. Okay. Oh my
Whitney.
God, all these
For us, it's
Whitneys.
just a normal Thursday, and we're already in it. So, yay!
Yep.
Oh my gosh. All right. So, all right, we've just gone past an hour, and since it's a holiday, we're gonna end a little early, or we're still late anyway. But I hope for our American chatsters that you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Enjoy your football, enjoy your food, enjoy your families, and please, please, please be safe. And for everyone else, have a great day. And Gatatua, thank you so much for calling in.
You're most welcome. Have a fantastic Thanksgiving. For us, it's a normal Thursday. I've already started it. It's 1 o'clock here.
Oh my gosh. We really
Yeah,
appreciate you tuning in so early in the morning. I swear.
but I'll try. I'll try. I'll just try and snug in a turkey sandwich and feel like I'm with you all celebrating. Have extra
Yes,
everything from the dessert and the pies and everything.
we
We will
will.
deal with the extra weight later. Just indulge
We
and be
always,
safe.
yes, yes. So we'll see you early Saturday morning then.
Yes.
All right, my dear. Hugs and kisses.
Bye bye. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, Jamal, you good?
Yeah, it was just fun.
Yes.
I'm just excited that other people watch Plathville outside of myself.
Yes, because you and I were talking about that. And I was so glad to see in the comments that, all of our chatsters are on board. So yay. I'm going to rewatch both episodes so I can be ready for Friday. I'm not hearing you, Jamal. I'm not hearing you. There you are.
How about now?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I just think, I'm just thinking like maybe since all of us aren't into Southern Charm, we can just maybe do. We'll talk about. We'll make some switches for our people.
Yeah.
I'm glad Plotsville is a go. I just like the
Mm-hmm.
show because it reminds me of old school reality TV. So I'm definitely here for it.
It reminds me of old school Sister Wives, like their first seasons.
Yeah, I used to watch Sister Wives actually.
Me too.
Then I kind of fell off of it. I'm like, okay, no, but now they're having supposedly they're having like a whole bunch of financial issues. Now I gotta watch.
I know. I know. Cody could never be one, my husband, or two, my financial advisor.
Never. Mm-mm.
Scary.
Yes.
All
All
right, my
right.
friend.
All right.
So happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Happy Thanksgiving to yours as well.
And we'll see you here on Friday.
Most definitely.
Bye.
Bye.